Welcome back to another episode of the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. I'm your host, Nat Plastino, and I thank you once again for tuning in to my podcast. Today, we'll be looking into the idea of upgrading our physiology. The state that you are in mentally, right, is what impacts our physiology of ourself, of yourself actually, which can certainly change your life if, and only if, you're willing to put in the work. Would you rather, I ask you this question, would you rather feel great all the time or be angry and blaming the world around you for your problems? I think the answer to this question is pretty easy to figure out. We'd love to be happy and joyful all the time, in a great state of mood, and in a good state of mood, of course. When you are feeling good and positive, then nothing should be able to interrupt that mental state. Living your life where you can really enjoy each moment and not worrying about the past or future is kind of where you want to be. You have to ask yourself some fundamental questions. Is it easy to be in that constant happy state? Well, not always. But is it achievable to get to that state of mind? I say, absolutely. When you are in that positive state, that everyone around you can potentially feel that positive energy, and they will want to be in your presence more, so the energy can rub off on them. I'm not sure who would want to be around anyone who is really angry and negative most of the time. People who are really upset and pessimistic are the ones we usually kind of avoid to be in our presence, since they kind of get us down as well, right? If you are around someone who is pessimistic, you're also going to be, pessimistic yourself, right? You're going to agree with them, of course. However, negative individuals want others to be around them more, right? As the old saying goes, misery loves company. They need that company around them because there is a lack of love and attention they feel. When people are lacking in love and attention, they kind of decide to behave in a negative state of mind. And so that, we feel sorry for them and then also give them sympathy for all the problems in their life. Do you know anyone like this? You probably do. I've seen this behavior many times where others blame the world and everyone else for the problems that occur. Well, unfortunately, nobody is responsible for you feeling lousy and upset. I know this is very difficult to hear. You are, and listen very carefully, you are 100% responsible for your state of mind, which is, again, difficult to hear, but it's totally true. We need to choose to feel positive. We are in charge of our own feelings. Nobody is in charge of your feelings. When you decide to feel good about yourself, then you end up wanting to share that love and positivity with others. This can be, anybody. It could be family, friends, coworkers, or even a passing stranger. Now, how do we get into that positive state? Well, here's when the real work begins. We need to change our physiology, the way we act, the way our body moves, our tone of voice when we speak, and our facial demeanor all play a role in how we feel and act around others. If we speak to someone and we have a smile on our face, then really that smile can communicate to others that we are approachable and they can interact better with us. Would you interact with someone who is frowning or has an angry expression? Of course not. We usually kind of steer clear of those people. When someone is down, they view other people and the world in a negative way. When we are in a good state, we see the world in a better way. We see the beauty of nature and the beauty of other people with greater appreciation. Your positive state, which is impacted by having a better physiology, will start to have a trickle effect on your life. Positive emotions will bring better relations with everything else. This can be a better relationship with your significant other, your partner, your family. Your friends, family, and coworkers, will feel your energy and will want to be around you more. You'll become an instant energy magnet. Who wouldn't want to be an energy magnet? Sounds appealing to me, of course. Does that mean, however, that we do not struggle sometimes in life? Of course we do. But now we can really manage those struggles and really bad emotions, which do happen occasionally, and with, of course, better awareness, are able to snap out of them sooner and get back into the positive state. People do get stressed in life. It happens. And we go through rough times. If you look at the news today, we're going through very rough times. There's conflict in the world and so forth, and it's difficult to see. But we have to be patient, and we have to give them support, people support when needed. We do not judge others, which is the hard part. We do not judge others because we all have negative feelings at some point. We've all been there, and we do not know what others are going through in their lives. So just show love. That's all we can really do. By giving that loving support to others, they can hopefully appreciate what you're doing for them, and hopefully they'll feel your positive energy. Now, the key to positive state is really having better awareness of our emotions, and then it's kind of regulating them properly. When you feel unfavorable emotions come up, like, fear, anger, or guilt, then just identify why you feel this way. You can understand that your emotions serve a purpose and are here to teach you something. For example, like if you fear public speaking, identify why you have this fear. You may have been conditioned to believe that public speaking was a horrifying situation where others might ridicule you. I know I feel this way too. When I was give a speech when I was a kid, it was terrifying. This can give you really the opportunity to understand that the fear is not really awful. Well, it's not as awful as you once thought. And then you can kind of overcome it gradually. When we pay better attention to our emotions, we can more effectively get back into that amazing positive state. By, not being afraid, like in public speaking, like an example I said before, it can serve as a very valuable lesson we need to better our life. Remember that our negative emotions, which we sometimes vent on others, do not serve us. It is important to understand that we shouldn't keep these emotions bottled up inside and suppressed. We should unleash those emotions instead. Focus on your physiology, how we look, how we behave, our tone of voice, and our body language. These can be really an important role in transforming yourself into the better you. Thanks for joining me today on the Wise Mindset Guy podcast. If you like this episode, please share with a friend or member of your family in need. And if you love this episode, please hit subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Napolistino signing off. Bye for now.